Hello there, Lynx here, and we are continuing our journey to Libertad. Or I would say that, but apparently someone is asleep on a lap pillow. A bit jealous for... I feel like the lap pillow from the other one would be nicer. Anywho, let's get to the game. By the time Marfa awoke, many hours had passed. Many. She had fallen into a deep sleep, brought on by both fatigue and injury. Marfa had pushed her body past its limits, and a good rest was exactly what she needed. But in a forest littered with monsters, Marfa could not afford to sleep forever. She woke as soon as her body had healed enough for her to walk properly. And the moment her eyes opened, she intended to do exactly that. Walk it off.
You shouldn't move yet, please. Please rest a while longer.
Ada. I gently pushed Marfa back down as she tried to stand. Marfa was badly injured. Even if her life wasn't in immediate danger, she was in no condition to be walking around. And while Marfa didn't seem to care, I wasn't going to let her put herself in any more danger.
Why? Why did you come back for me? It's only half a day's travel from here to Libertad. You could have easily made it the rest of the way by yourself. So, why would you risk your life like that?
Marfa seemed genuinely confused as to why I had helped her. From the beginning, Marfa was merely a convenient companion from whom I sought protection. She was a stranger, a wandering adventurer, who just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And now that we are close, so close to Libertad, I didn't even need Marfa anymore. I could have completed my journey solo, without the need to face such a ferocious beast. Or at least, those were the thoughts going through Marfa's mind. It was a foregone conclusion that I would sacrifice Marfa and save myself. That was just how the world worked. In Marfa's mind, her death was a certainty. Nobody would come to save her. Why would they? And yet I came back. What's more, when Marfa asked why I did something so reckless and stupid, I simply smiled and replied,
Not even a word of thanks.
Hey.
How absurd. I don't understand your thoughts at all. In that case, let me change my answer.
I forced a frown on my face and attempted to look serious. Oh yeah, we are Ada in this game in case you are fresh to the game and you haven't been here in the previous episode. Worth checking out, by the way.
I hired you to take me to the Libertad. Until you do, I'll not allow you to leave my side. Understood?
Yeah.
That I can accept.
Smirking herself, Marfa slowly sat up.
Don't sit up too quickly. You're badly injured. You need to get easy. Calm down. I'm tougher than I look. Give me a little food and rest, and I'll be back to full strength in no time. I see. A little food and rest, huh? To recover from a fright like that?
I smiled sadly as I lowered my head.
I wish I had that kind of strength.
I mean, you need to train then. Marfa glared at me for a moment, then lowered her body. She placed her head on my lap once more, in response to which my face was masked with surprise.
Marfa! You want me to escort you to Libertad, don't you? I'm going to need 2 more rest before I can make that trip. So let me borrow your lap for a while. Sneaky! Oh, sure. I'd be happy to.
Marfa looked up at me from below. One look at my face was all it took. She was straight through me and knew exactly what was on my mind.
You know, Ada, strength isn't all about swinging the sword and killing monsters. Even abysmal, pathetic flailing like yours may prove invaluable. Without your bravery and conviction, I would have been killed for sure. You saved my life, and I, in turn, saved yours. That is what happened here today, and this is nothing to be ashamed of. So be proud, Ada. You're a brave, selfless girl, and any adventurer would be lucky to travel with you.
I guess so. Granted a few more hours of inactivity, Marfa spoke freely as she rested her head on my lap. Usually she would remain focused on the task at hand. She would use our circumstances as an excuse to stay on topic or avoid saying more than necessary. But in this situation, with the two of us unmoving and in no particular hurry, Marfa allowed herself to share things she would otherwise keep locked away forever.
So your companions, they all died? I'm afraid so. We were ambushed by ogres, and I was the only survivor. I suppose it's only natural that I alone survived. After all, I fled from the battle the moment the situation grew dire, leaving my friends to be torn to pieces. I didn't even try to save them. I got scared and ran away. I prioritized my own life over theirs. Don't say that. You did what you had to do in order to survive. Even if you had stayed, what difference would it have made? Nobody could blame you for escaping. That doesn't make me feel any better. Whether I could have helped them or not, the fact remains that I left them to die. Maybe I could have saved them. If I were with them, perhaps we could have overpowered one of the ogres, or found a means of escape. But I ran away like a coward, and my friends paid the price. What a joke. If anyone deserved to die on that day, it was me. It would have been a fitting end for someone as pathetic as me. Don't say that. I don't care how guilty you feel. Wishing for death is not okay. Why do you care? No, before that, are you really want to be talking? After all you've gone through, surely you've wished for death on more than one occasion. Not long ago, you were begging me to kill you. That might be true, but...
I carefully considered my next words. True, I had wished for death. Many times, in fact. I wished brutal deaths upon my captors. I wished peaceful, liberating deaths upon my fellow slaves. And of course I wished for my own death, an end to my suffering. But Marfa was not like me. She was a strong, free woman whom nobody would trifle with. She was nobody's slave.
You may wish you had died on that day, but I do not. Without you I would have suffered a horrific fate. Those men would still be alive, doing unspeakable things to their captives. You're a good person, Marfa. You being alive makes this world a better place. Perhaps it is as you say. Given the right time and place, even I can make a difference. But that does not change what I did. Try as I might, my actions cannot absolve me. My friends must be cursing me from the grave.
For she put on a tough front, Marfa's voice shook as she spoke. The thought of Marfa's friends resenting her scared Marfa far more than facing another ogre. She could never apologize to them for running away, nor could she make amends. If Marfa didn't find a way to forgive herself, the guilt would haunt her forever.
Tell me this, Marfa. When I ran away, and you were fighting the ogre by yourself, would you have hated me for surviving while you fought to the death? Eh?
Faced with my unexpected question, the vague sorrow on Marfa's face was replaced with surprise.
No, of course not. Why would I hate you for that? I was fighting precisely so that you could escape. I could not hold such a thing against you. Really? Then do you believe your friends to be more petty and unreasonable than you are? Not at all. I told you, they were good people. We may not have always seen eye to eye, but I could trust those people with my life. They were honest, upright adventurers, well above my level. I see. But if that's the case, then why do you think they would curse you? Huh?
Just as she began to get heated up, Marfa stopped dead in her tracks. She couldn't yet see the point I was trying to make, but with a little more persuasion I would make her understand.
Marfa, I didn't know your friends. I never met them, ate with them, laughed with them. I don't presume for a moment to know them better than you do. But if everything you told me about them is correct, that I don't think they resent you. Your friends died while protecting you. They fought a losing battle so that you could survive, even if it meant that they were all killed. So don't sully their memories by accusing them of committing evil from beyond the grave, and never wish for your own death, ever again. Continue to live on, and make your friends proud.
I mean, she got her there, that's for sure. Oh, I guess we continue. Showered by the harsh rays of the morning sun, I rolled away from the bright light and slowly opened my eyes. I stretched out my arms as my consciousness gradually returned to me, and with it came flooding in my memories of recent events. My escape, the slavers, the goblins, the ogre.
Marfa!
I quickly sat up and looked around. Though I fell asleep sitting upright with Marfa in my lap, I had awoken on the ground, alone. A deep unease began to spread through my mind as I failed to locate my traveling companion. Was she attacked? Did she hear something and go to investigate? Would she come back?
Finally awake, huh? Yeah!
I stumbled backward in fright as a familiar voice suddenly called out to me.
Marfa! That's me. But what's with that reaction? Do I really look that scary? No, it's nothing like that. I'm sorry, I was just...
As Marfa came into view, my words faded away. Her clothes were dirty and torn, supposedly. Marfa's shield was gone, destroyed in a flash by the ogre. Despite that she was walking with ease, there were no visible injuries on her body, nor did Marfa appear to be in any pain. Let's have a look. Yep. I mean, clothes are dirty. Somehow in the time it took me to get a good night's sleep, Marfa had recovered from her fight.
Marfa, what happened to your body? Yesterday, you were battered and bruised to the point where I thought you might not pull through. How are you already walking around like that? Are you worried about me, Ada? Fear not. I have lived through worse battles. That doesn't really make me feel any better about this. Oh, lighten up. Take solace in the fact that your companion isn't so easily killed. Now, with up, we must regain our strength before completing the final leg of our journey.
As she spoke, Marfa placed an armful of apples on the ground in front of me. I had been too focused on Marfa's presence, and lack of injuries realized that she was out gathering food. But now that I knew where she had been, I felt a great sense of relief. Marfa hadn't abandoned me, or been taken away. She was as fit and healthy as ever, and upon waking up, the first thing she did was search for food for the two of us. My fears had been completely unfounded. Marfa was a woman I could trust with my life. And for the duration of our journey, I would continue to do just that.
Nice.
After eating breakfast together, Marfa and I continued our journey with renewed energy. We plowed through the forest with little difficulty, at least compared to what we had already been through, and made good progress towards our destination. Nonetheless, Marfa remained vigilant. She was still wary after our encounters with the goblin army and the ogre, and her guard would not fall until we reached our destination. Which is definitely a good thing. Holy crap, I need to max out for Streamlabs to actually pick up the sound from the game. Damn. I did not realize that. Even for sound is maxed out here. Okay. Many hours passed by and I began to feel tired. I fretted, wondering if I should request a break or simply power through the fatigue until we reached Libertad. Thankfully, before I could worry about my own weakness too deeply, the decision was made for me.
I knew we were getting close. Ada, look over there.
Marfa shouted out excitedly and smiled like a carefree child. She pointed off into the distance, over the edge of the cliff overlooking man-made structures below. We had reached our destination.
Libertad.
That's right.
See? I told you I'd get you here. Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
That's a typical anime structure, huh? They are always like that. Marfa and I excitedly ran from the forest through the open gates of Libertad. Despite my fatigue, I sprinted without station and the vibrant, life-filled city graced my eyes. All around us there were merchants, food stalls, children running around happily, and even humans with skin colors and facial structures I had never seen before. In an instant I could tell that Libertad was nothing like the slums from which I had spent my years trying to escape.
Marfa, are seeing all of this? I must be dreaming. There are stalls with delicious food on display everywhere I look. Are they not afraid that someone might steal from them? Ada, look! That women are walking around without escorts. Do they not fear that they will be taken by slavers?
Calm down, Ada. No such fears exist in this city. Libertad did not earn its name by suppressing the citizens. The people here are good, honest, hard-working folk. And even if something does go wrong, the Adventurers Guild steps in without delay. You are in good hands here, Ada.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. After living in the slums for so long, this is definitely going to be an adjustment.
Worry not, my friend. If you encounter trouble, you need only visit me in the Adventurers Guild.
Oh yes, I'll be sure to do that.
My voice trailed off as I processed what Marfa told me. It hadn't dawned on me until now, but with my request having been fulfilled by Marfa, I was now on my own. She had kept her promise, and now it was time for us to part ways.
I know this moment will come from the beginning, but now that it's here, I don't know what to do. I don't want to separate from Marta just yet. We're only just starting to become good friends. If we part ways now, then
Alright, enough sightseeing. We have a couple of stops to make. Ada, would you please come with me for a moment?
Oh yes, of course, right
away. Having our parting delayed, if only momentarily, I happily followed Marfa to a large grandeur building. Inside we found many able-bodied men and women, all carrying weapons and wearing varied pieces of armor. We had reached the Adventurers Guild. Upon arriving at the guild, Marfa promptly located and approached the guildmaster. She pulled out the horn of the ogre, she slew and handed it over, then proceeded to speak of the goblin army in the forest. The guildmaster then compensated her for the valuable information and for slaying the dangerous beast.
What? That's out of coin. You earned all of that just for an ogre horn?
It's not just an ogre horn, nor was that fight anything to trivialize. That horn was a proof that I slew the dangerous beast,
which could still be slaying men even now, were it still alive.
Just a horn is enough? Interesting.
When do you have time to take the horn away and remain seem to extract it? Ordinarily, I would have taken the horn the moment I was sure of the ogre's death, so that nobody else might take it first. However, I was no condition to do so after the fight, so I waited until I was well rested, then extracted the horn while you were asleep.
That was kinda dangerous to leave her behind like that.
I see. So that's where you were when I woke up and couldn't find you. You've got me there. Honestly, I only grabbed the apples because I saw them by chance. Besides, extracting an ogre's horn isn't easy. Their skin is difficult to cut, and the horn is short and rugged. I didn't want to do so while we were supposed to be traveling.
While explaining her actions, Marfa tucked away her reward.
Anyway, now that we have some gold, there is one more place that we need to visit. Follow me.
Marfa once again led me across town. We passed through a residential area and back into another business center, filled with the sound of loud clinking and ample chatter. In the center of the toys, Marfa walked over to the front of a store and beckoned me over.
This is a blacksmith. Are you going to purchase a new shield or sword?
Marfa sighed and shook her head. Is it about the color?
Do you truly think me so selfish? This is a locksmith. We're going to remove that collar of yours.
Let's go, I'm good.
My collar?
I looked down and unconsciously touched my collar with my hand.
Oh, right. My apologies. I had forgotten that I was wearing anything around my neck. I've been restrained by this collar for so long that I feel like it's already part of me. A part of you say?
Marfa widened her eyes in surprise for a moment, then scolded angrily.
And I hope you don't mind me asking, but for how long were you held captive?
Oh, I should have expected it. Marfa's question caught me by surprise. My years of captivity were not a period of my life I wanted to think about. I was finally free, and the last thing I wanted to do was recall my life as a slave. Be that as it may, I owed a lot to Marfa. Furthermore, she had already opened up to me about her former companions, no matter how much pain it cost her. Okay, so previously the sound did not get picked up. Now the music is nicely picked up. Despite the fact the sound is maxed out, and the music isn't. Interesting. Anyway, the least I could do was show her the same openness and honesty that she showed me.
I do not mind you asking, Marfa. If you are the one asking, then I will answer even if it is something I would rather forget. However,
I averted my gaze as I searched the deepest recesses of my mind.
Truth be told, I do not know the answer. When I was first captured, I counted each day as it passed. I told myself that I would soon be free, and that I would live a year longer for every day I suffered. However, as the season passed by and my body continued to change, I inevitably lost track. Even now, I have no idea how long had passed. I do not know my own age, let alone the length of my captivity. All I know is that my hometown was invaded on a cold winter night many moons ago.
Marfa remained silent as I spoke. To a strong free woman like her, who was able to slay my captors with ease, the notion of being in captivity for so long must have seemed surreal. Even so, the expression on her face told me that she understood. Not from experience, of course, but on some level. She knew what I had been through.
To be captive for so long. I cannot even imagine the strength it must have taken to endure such a hell. Were I in your situation, I have bitten my tongue off long ago.
Easier said than done, right? Or, I don't know. Marfa placed her hand on my shoulder. Startled, I looked up at her, somewhat surprised to see a smiling face looking down at me.
But that ends today. You are a slave no longer, and in mere moments, the final relic of your past life will be gone.
Speaking those inspiring words, Marfa ushered me into the locksmith's shop. We walked straight up to the counter and approached the locksmith, who looked up from his work and stared at Marfa and I in turn. Once his gaze rested on my collar, the locksmith knew exactly what we were about to ask.
1 gold coin.
Take it. Without hesitation or delay, Marfa unveiled a gold coin front pouch, which the guildmaster gave her and tossed it to the locksmith.
Alright, let's see here.
The locksmith produced a set of lockpicks and moved over to the other side of the counter. He inspected my collar for a moment, then began to toy with the inside of the lock. A faint click resounded in my ears, and a moment later the collar fell into the locksmith's hand. He then walked away from me and discarded the collar, then returned to his side of the counter and waited for the next set of customers.
And with that, you are finally free. So, how do you feel? Don't hold back on my account, speak your mind. Well, it's a little chilly. Other than that, I don't really feel any different. That's rather anticlimactic. Ah well, give it a day or so. You're sure to notice the difference when you sleep at night. Yeah, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but feel that something is lacking. I thought about regaining my freedom for so long, but now that I really am free, I just doesn't feel real. Freedom alone is not enough for you, it would seem. That's not it, I would just... Calm yourself. I don't mean it in a negative light. Rather, it is a good sign. Now that you have your freedom, you must begin your life anew, and find something greater for which to strive. Do not apologize for seeking more out of life. It is the drive which will ensure your livelihood henceforth.
I mean, she's correct about all of that, yeah. I think at least.
And to that end,
Marfa grabbed my wrist with her hand, then turned my arm so that my palm faced upward. She then placed the pouch that she received from the guild on top of my hand and wrapped my fingers around it.
Marfa, I couldn't possibly... Oh. Take it. I'll not allow you to decline. It's not a lot, but that should be enough for a new set of clothes and decent accommodation, should you decide to stay. Yes, but what about you? Worry not. I have enough coin to last me a lifetime. You do? I jest. I'm but a humble adventurer living from quest to quest. Even so, do not mind me. Do with the reward what you will. Whether you choose to stay in the city or travel to new lands, I will not reprimand you. New lands, you say?
Nervously, I looked up at Marfa.
Will you be leaving this town? Me? I think not. Not for a while, at least. The guildmaster offered good coin to those who help in dealing with the goblin army. Until they have all been slaughtered, I'm not going anywhere. I see. Then that goes for me too. I will stay in Libertad. That is a wise choice.
Marfa and I smiled at one another as we both confirmed that we will be living in close proximity a while longer. Even if we were no longer traveling together, we had not yet seen the last of one another, nor would we need to worry for the safety of the other. Truly, I hadn't dared to dream of a better outcome.
Thank you, Marfa. To be saved by you so many times now, from the slavers, goblins, ogre, and even the collar binding me. You truly are a wonderful person. I don't think I will ever be able to repay you.
Oh,
thank you, Marfa. From the bottom of my heart, for everything you've done for me. Truly, I thank you. It was my pleasure, Ada. You're a good person. I have enjoyed the time we spent together. Where I go back in time, I would not hesitate to do this all over again.
Marfa and I faced one another as we enjoyed what might be the final moment of our journey together. But we had only known one another for a short while. It felt as though we were long-time companions begrudgingly saying our goodbyes as we each went our separate ways.
Say, would you be troubled if I were to visit you every now and then? Perhaps I wouldn't get in your way or anything. It would just be to check in and see how you're doing. Of course. I see no problem with that. I'll be staying at the Adventurers Guild for quite some time. Feel free to visit me as often as you like. In return, I might also intrude on your life from time to time. Intrude?
Oh, still smiling, Marfa blushed faintly and averted her eyes for a moment.
Absolutely! Intrude as often as you like. I wouldn't mind at all. I really wouldn't.
My gaze dropped as the reality of our separation began to take root. Before long, Marfa and I would go our separate ways. Even if we occasionally visit one another, our relationship wouldn't be the same as it had been during our journey together. If we weren't proactive, we might soon lose touch altogether. Marfa would go out adventuring. I would find work in the city, and we'd never meet again. When that thought crossed my mind, I realized what I needed to do.
Marfa, one more question if I may. What kind of job would allow a person like me to earn a good amount of money?
You're thinking about money already. It is good to remain focused on your livelihood, but is the money I gave you not enough? Marfa and I both looked down the coin purse in unison. Before Marfa could say another word, I thrust my hand out and returned the money to its rightful owner.
Here, take this back.
Huh? I do not understand. Do you not need money? You just said...
I wish to hire you.
Eh? Marfa's confusion turned to surprise as my impulsive statement caught her off guard.
Please, consider this a down payment. I'll work hard to pay you in full.
A down payment? What? For what purpose do you wish to hire me? Will you be leaving the city after all? I shook my head.
I have no destination in mind, nor do I know what I will be doing from now on. All I know is that wherever I end up, I want you to be my sight.
Wow, that's a crazy way to keep the friendship going. Or maybe something more than friendship. Marfa once again displayed her surprise openly. The coin purse rattled as her hand shook, and if I didn't know any better, I could have sworn I saw tears forming in the corners of her eyes. Ada, you... I dared to think as much, but could it be that you too? No, it is nothing. Keep your money, you needn't pay me.
No, but even if it is enough right now...
Stay with me, Ada.
What?
Before I could react, Marfa suddenly threw her arms around me. She had been tightly as full afraid that I might run away if she let go. I'll watch over from now on. I'll protect you from harm and stay by your side for as long as you wish. Please, Ada, stay with me. Unable to comprehend what was happening, I stood frozen as Marfa said everything I wanted to hear. Even if I adapted my ears, I could not deny the warmth slowly enveloping me inside and out. Marfa and I shared the same wish, and all I needed to make that happen was to say yes.
I don't understand. We're asking you to protect me. Should it be the other way around?
My eyes heated up as tears began to stream down my face. Hesitantly, I raised my arms.
Is it really alright? Is it really okay for me to be this selfish?
Without saying a word, Marfa nodded. I lifted my arms higher and slowly wrapped them around Marfa's torso. By the time I realized what I was doing, I had put as much strength as I could muster into my arms, returning Marfa's embrace with every fiber of my being.
Yes, Marfa, yes. Please stay with me. Never leave me alone again.
I wouldn't even dream of it. So long as I draw breath, I shall never let another one of my friends die. Especially not you, Ada. I will always be beside you. You have my word. to Libertad. Well, it's good that I managed to read it despite going blind. Honestly, wide screens are... are dangerous. They hurt. But whatever. To Libertad. I'll be honest with you. The first episode I recorded quite a while ago. Let me tell you when exactly it was. Is it not going? I think it's not going because I jumped out to the PC. Exactly a week ago I recorded the first episode. And that break in recording it was because Sakura Alien 2 went up. And this To Libertad is from 2016. Hey. You can tell I'm behind with those games. I mean, to be fair, it's not only itch.io. It's like everything. Let's not even talk about Steam. My god, I'm so behind on Steam, it's crazy. But not so long ago, also, one of you kind of has made it easier for me to choose games. Dropped a few recommendations. I have some of those games in the library, so we'll be playing those. What's in the extras? Oh yes, there's CGs, let's go! I love CGs! PGs as well, nice! Misc Gallery. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wait. Uh-oh, how do I go? Okay, right click. Miscellaneous. I like this. This is nice. Promo art. Ooh! Let's go! Yeah, they have those vibes, yeah. Like, you know, Ada being like a nice city girl. Calm and so on. Fitting clothes. And Marfa being like a bit of a biker girl. Yeah, fitting, very fitting. Oh, that was painful here. That's nice. Red scarf. I like red scarves. I don't know why, but I do. I don't have one though. I should buy a red scarf. This one was good, right? Run. This one good too. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was To Libertad. It was really fun. Well, maybe not really fun, but super enjoyable. Because some of the situations you can describe as fun over here. Like the slavery part, that's nuts. The fact that that was going on, crazy. But I guess back in the day that was kind of a common thing, unfortunately enough. And now, I mean, I'm pretty sure it happens somewhere still, to be honest. Do not know where, but I think you can safely assume that it does happen somewhere. I like this one the most, I think. Anywho, really good story, I would say. Short for Yuri Gem, but super good. I think I might have some more games from the dev of To Libertad. Let me quickly have a look what was a... Please don't play sound. Oh, thank you. To Libertad. Was that Subo? Was it who made it? No, Sendo, okay. No, but there was someone I know for sure that participated here as well. Or was it just translation or something? Okay, right, writer Zetsubo. I was correct. Okay, so Zetsubo, holy crap, you have some good games. Oh, I know why I recognize you, because you're on Steam. And from you I also have one game which I was asked to play. The problem is, I don't have those games yet. Wait, each statue is changed, what the hell? Or is it the death sites that are changed over here? What the heck is going on? No, over here you can customize it. That's crazy. I love it. Anywho, because I drifted kind of. Drifted off topic. Ada, definitely lovely girl. Marfa, well, absolutely lovely woman as well. Like, gotta love a strong female character. Yeah, gotta love. To be fair, they both are strong, like Ada being able to go through the slavery for God knows how long. And so on and so on. Marfa kind of living through the death of her friends at some point. Both situations really tough, that's for sure. We can only be glad that they both managed to manage through that mentally. Sort of. Anywho, I don't really know what to say anymore. This was a good game. That's all I can tell you. You can get it by going to itch.io, link in the description. Or you can just search to Libertad on itch.io. It's up to you. It's pay your name your own price game as well. So you can drop like $1 and you are good to go. Dollar, euro, whatever currency. Oh, sorry, my burped. Anywho, I need to get up in less than 6 hours, so I'm gonna end it. And tomorrow, actually, I don't know, will it be another itch.io game? Let's have a look. Yes, tomorrow we'll play another itch game. And then I will pick something from Steam. From what you guys kind of wanted me to play a little bit maybe as well. And after that, again back to itch. And then Steam and itch and Steam, and we'll be jumping like that, I guess. Until I clear up my itch library, which is getting smaller. At the moment, 36 games left. There is also Just USA and Manga Gamer, but some of those games I will definitely not be able to play on YouTube. Even if I were to try to make those like safe for YouTube. But maybe some of those will be able to pick as well. Just has 9 in my folder and Manga Gamer 33. Holy crap, when did I even get those? Nuts. I don't even remember buying that many bundles. But whatever. Let's end it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of those pretty good games, because there are quite a lot of gems hidden on itch, for example, subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed this one. You can tell me, what can you tell me today? What do you think of Marfa's apps? Also, there's Twitter, Instagram if you're into that stuff in the description. And the end. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Ending it just with the music, by the way.